Hello, my dear Cancerians, my exalted ones. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Cancer, we're going to look at you, your friend, and your foe this week. And I will tell you, as I have told each sign and will tell each sign this week, that because I am trying to tap into 3 different energies, there's always the chance that you are in one of these other zones. For the most part, you're usually over here in the you section, but there's always a chance that you could be somewhere else. There's always the possibility too that the friend energy is representing what is for your highest good, the thing that is really good for you to do, to engage in, and the foe could be an energy that is not for your highest good. But for the most part, I am asking for 3 separate people, entities, situations, you, your friend, and your foe. All right then, let's get started. We're going to start with, and we might just exclusively use the Energy Oracle deck, not the Energy Oracle deck, the Archetype deck. I'm looking at the Energy Oracle deck, so I'm saying what I'm looking at. I'm not saying what I'm thinking. All right, Cancer. Cancer's energy, their friend's energy, and their foe's energy. Your energy is Destroyer in the light. You are releasing what is potentially destructive, and you are preparing for new life. That's very big energy. Okay, your friend is in the shadow. Your friend is Father in the shadow. Dictatorial control, abusive authority. So either your friend is this person and doing that right now, or maybe they are experiencing that. They are somehow, this feels like oppression through the patriarch. Like, right? Okay. That's your friend's energy. Your foe's energy is in the upright. It is seeker in the light. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. The foe, like, looking for answers. The foe's looking for answers. Okay. You guys, Cancer, you're preparing for some type of new life here. You may actually be on the other side of something destructive, on some sort of destructive force, and you're getting ready for a new life or a new period here. And others of you could be in the process of destroying or dismantling something here that has the potential to be destructive in your life, so that you can have something new down the road, right? Like, there's a little bit of a timeline energy with that, like where you are in there. So now we're going to look at motives and what your motives are directed towards. Your motives. Damsel in the shadow, waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. Oh, maybe you are. You're like, I'm waiting for that knight, Cindy. I'm waiting for the knight. All right. So you're waiting for a knight. Let's see. Your friend's motives are warrior in the light, strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice and conquering the ego. I'm kind of wondering if your friend is being suppressed by like something, and they're motivated to be sort of like a hero and to be strong and get through this. Oh, I'm hearing Bonnie Ray. Bonnie Ray. Where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight who upon his fiery steed? Late at night I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need. I need a hero. Yeah, the 80s were good. Let me just like this. This is like a warrior. You're like, I need a warrior. I need a white knight. I don't know. I just saw that. Like, you're motivated by, I'm going to be the damsel, and they're like, I'm going to be the warrior. I'm going to be strong. Your foe, I don't know. It's almost like your foe is walking away from this whole thing to go this way. Your foe is going in another direction. That's a good thing. Their motive is to network. I don't know if that's a good thing, actually. So in terms of if this is really a foe, because let me just say, it looks like to me that your foe is looking for an answer wherever they're going to get it. They're looking for the truth here, and they might be networking to get it. I don't know what that truth is. Their motive here is to network, to share information, to get to the truth. That's what that looks like. All right then. What your motives are directed towards. Now, well, that is also in the reverse. Prince in the shadow. This is almost like doing some sort of role play with someone here. Like, I'm going to be the damsel in the shadow, and I'm directing that energy to the prince in the shadow. Using power for self-aggrandizement. Romantic charm and potential for power in the reverse. I'm not sure how the destroyer card goes in here. I just want to say, this looks like a little bit like you are playing or pretending to be in some type of need of help or distress to help somebody here be strong for another, okay? And I'm wondering if it is the friend, because the friend's coming up with this warrior energy, like, here I come, babe. Right now, you're coming in. I'm coming in to save you, all right? And their energy, though, is they're either suppressed by the patriarch, or they are the patriarch suppressing. But it's your friend, so you know. Their motives, what their motives are directed towards, is the reverse. The monk nun in the reverse. Negative judgment of the physical world. Excess piety. Piety? What the fuck? How do you say that again? Piety, piety. I think it's piety. Yeah. Okay, because the friend, okay, the friends, right? The friend, their friend's motives, your friend's motives are to be the hero. And maybe it is a self-sacrifice and conquering their ego. Maybe your friend is a little bit dictatorly, controlling. If they have any sort of authority here, maybe they abuse it when they get it. You could also be acting like a little bit helpless here to throw someone off. That's very coy. Are you acting a little bit helpless here to throw someone off? Hear me out on this one. You know, if, like, I'm seeing a situation here of a predator and a prey animal, and sorry, I'm just letting this play out for a second in my head here. I'm seeing like a fox and a rabbit. And I'm seeing like a rabbit hole up ahead. And it's almost like the fox has kind of caught the rabbit, like sort of hanging on to the rabbit. And if the rabbit, like you're the rabbit in this situation. You feel like the rabbit in this situation. And the fox lets go of the rabbit, right? And you'd think, okay, the rabbit's going to go real quick to try to get to the hole. But the rabbit's sitting there thinking, the fox is too close. If I try to dart to the hole, the fox is going to catch me. Like the reaction time. So it's almost like the rabbit plays wounded, like I can't move. So that the fox becomes sort of complacent and kind of like trying to guard the rabbit. Like, right, like acting like, your motive here is to act like you're helpless. To see how I'm saying, like, that's like the rabbit. Act like you're helpless. Because, right, this friend is father in the shadow, which is not, it's not great. Either they're in a situation that you're trying to that you don't want this situation to draw attention to you, or it's their behavior. Shit. Because now this is even giving me the feeling of someone who's trying to get out of a situation, and you act like you're not. You know what I'm saying? So then the fox moves a little bit further away, but you still don't dart yet. You still don't dart. It's almost like in your head, you're like, I have one chance to do this. If I do it too fast, or if I do it too soon, it's going to give the fox enough, and then the fox will not let go again, right? I got one chance. I got one chance to do this. And then the minute the fox is, now you know, you're like, now I have enough time. Now I have enough time, and you go, like, and the fox is like, it's too late. That's totally this energy. Because, oh yeah, now I'm really, why is this your friend? Why is this being highlighted as a friend? Maybe they used to be a friend. Because, right, what is the fox but controlling? Trying to control the rabbit, trying to control the destiny of the rabbit, trying to be in charge of the rabbit. And wanting to be, like, someone who wants to be the hero, stoic, but with this energy, oh, that feels pretty toxic. That feels like pretty toxic to me. I'm curious why they're like, was this someone who was a friend? Like, it could be a boyfriend, it could be a girlfriend, it's some sort of a, just don't sit on what I'm doing. You just say, yeah, everyone's gonna look at your beautiful ears. Why do they want to, and okay, they want to be the hero here. And I feel like you're kind of like, no, I'm going to be my own hero. But you're acting helpless, like you don't have, but what are you doing? You're in some sort of preparing stage. Oh, okay, I know. Like, what is that? Larry, what was that? It's a boy. He's, my son is making homemade meat pie. Some of you might have seen, like, he's done some apple pies. So good. And he's wanted to make a meat pie for a while. So he's probably doing something with the pastry. Like, I'm looking forward to dinner. Let me just say that. So, okay. You are preparing, I feel like, to get out of a situation. You're preparing to get out of a situation, and you're acting helpless here. You're acting like you're coy. You're misdirecting. And I don't think it's bad, because it looks like to me that you're dealing with someone here who's kind of controlling. And this person may find ways to abuse their authority. Like, if this person has financial authority over you, and this person, I don't know, sees that you're preparing to, this could be like take flight, quite honestly. It's like to take flight and to get out of here and to go, to get ready for a new life. Wow. If this is like, if this really is you, I'm sending you Godspeed here. Why do they want to be a hero? Let's ask that, because then we have this card. Because there's too much negative judgment of the physical world. You're too spiritual here. That also feels like why they do something is not as important as what they do. Which honestly, the opposite is true. Because why you do something is more important than what you do. Because that's what God sees. Doesn't matter. Like, you could go to charity, you could fundraise, you could do it all. Like, what was that? That was a show. What was it called? I think Ted Danson was in it. Like, no, recent, not like Cheers. I know I brought us back into the 80s there. But something about heaven. And they all thought they were in heaven. And they realized that they weren't. were not in heaven. You were in the other place. But one was, she was always doing charity fundraisers and things like that. She came from a very rich family, but she never did it for the charities. She did it for like the way it made her look in society, right? Like, it is more important why you do something than the action that you often do sometimes, right? Well, like, sometimes if somebody's drowning and you save them, if you want to look like a hero, that's fine. Just save them, right? Just save them. But so this person thinks that they can look like the hero even if they don't want to be one. Hi. Because they're controlling. This is a control. Okay, as I move the cards further does not give you permission to move further to lay on them. It's like, it's game. Hey, hi. You haven't been around much today. What's up? You're making me miss you? Is that what you're doing? I think it's a good thing, because sometimes you're all in my face. Yeah. You a handsome boy. Yeah, okay. Oh, we still gotta pull out a card for the foe. The foe's in the upright again, right? The foe is the seeker. They're looking for wisdom and truth wherever it is. Their motive here is to network. So I want to say is to find out something. Is this like somebody working for the fox? Oh my God. Okay. So what the foe's motives are directed towards? The healer. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. Who is that? I don't know. Could be you. Or the foe is trying to figure out how to heal themselves. Geez, the foe could have an illness or an ailment, to be honest. Like, that could be a thing. There's a foe here that might be sick. You have a foe that could be sick, and they're trying to find an answer to this. Huh. Sorry, I was just massaging Larry's third eye, and I don't know if they have. I think he's all third eye, to be honest. But that area in his nose, so relaxed. He's so relaxed. Yeah, so relaxed. Okay. The underline is prostitute in the light, trickster, teacher, gambler. Okay, gambler, willingness to follow intuition when others doubt you. That's in the upright. Teacher, ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. Trickster, transcending convention, stiffness, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Prostitute, accentuates the challenges surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Geez, Cancer, this really looks like somebody trying to get out of a situation. And to me, it looks like you're with someone who's kind of controlling here. This person is kind of controlling, and you're playing helpless. I don't think you're playing helpless to, like my Bonnie Ray song. I think you're like in that scenario I gave with the rabbit and the fox. Like, there's another thing that's playing out here for me. I hope you're okay, whoever this is, because I'm seeing I'm seeing a woman in a camper or a trailer, and she has very limited resources. I think this was a movie, so maybe this is playing out, but I'm still seeing it. And having like an abusive partner, a controlling partner, whatever the situation might be, to whatever level or degree. It is. And it's like the partner goes to work and you know, maybe there's one day a week where after work they stop and have dinner somewhere, or they do something, or it's bowling night and they just go from work. And it's like and you've calculated it. The minute, but there's no sign. It's almost like there's no sign. There's no sign that you're going anywhere. Maybe that's it. It's like you need enough time to pack what you can and then get out, because it's like this total coy energy, like that you're there. And so that's the day. That's the day when they go to work on Wednesday or whatever it is, because you know they're leaving at 6 a.m. and they're not coming back till 8 p.m. And that gives you just enough time to pack whatever it is that you need to do and then to get out of Dodge. So you're preparing. Sorry, I was thinking like to be no cross-watcher that is like a bad person watching you, right? Spirit wouldn't do that. Destroyer. The 9 of air, the 9 of swords. That's interesting because I thought this was going to be the Tower card at first because there's a tree with like lightning hitting it. Yeah, this is like a lot of thinking too. This could be a lot of thinking, overthinking, worry. Your energy is worried about releasing something destructive here. It could even be telling somebody, I'm leaving. Your motives is the damsel in the shadow. Are you waiting for someone to save you? Are you waiting for someone to rescue you? Because that's not a good energy. Are you waiting for someone to rescue you? Because you're worried about the consequences of something damaging here. Let's see the damsel. The Empress. See, I don't see the damsel in the shadow as an empress. Oh, there's the bunny. Oh my God. Oh my God. What did I tell you? You're the bunny. Your motives is not, I feel like so right, like this is to change. This is to not be. Not be somebody who needs another person to help them or provide for them. The Empress provides for herself. It's switching this, but you have, like, you do seem to have a lot of anxiety and worry about it. I'm feeling, okay, it was funny, I was mentioning this to someone the other day in a private reading, because they had this north-south node. And it's one of the most common north-south nodes that, well, you know, I don't, at least when people mention it to me, that comes through. And it's the, it's going from a Scorpio south node to a Taurus north node. And there's a bit of that energy here. Like it's seeking some type of independence, but being anxious about it. Being able to look after yourself. Gosh, you're fluffy. You're so fluffy. So you want to be Empress. You don't want to be this debilitated Empress energy. That's your motive here, is to change your situation. It's really hard not to kiss him. Okay. Your motives are directed towards the Prince in the Shadow, using power for self. Okay, what is motivating you? It is this person, I feel like, that is controlling you. This, oh my God. It is, it's too. It's almost like somebody who's captured something. And they show everybody, look at what it is that I caught. And people are like, wow, look at you. I'm going to be honest too. It's almost like a little bit like a trophy wife energy. But it doesn't feel like this is not a nice energy, because it's somebody who's controlled, has no, yeah, I don't know, it is that. So, okay, you're playing coy for the person who uses the power for themselves in this relationship. They're controlling. My hands do have other purposes, honey. The Six of Cups, the Six of Water. I don't know that it's someone from your, oh, but that's Scorpio energy again. There's somebody trying to get out of their past and into their future here. And it's almost like there's someone around you who's really controlling, and you're acting like you're not trying to escape. Your friend, I'm going to call them a friend. Your friend's energy is Father in the light, in the dark, in the shadow. Wow, the Eight of Cups. This is not my favorite card, I'll tell you that. This kind of feels a little bit like somebody who's doing dark magic. I mean, maybe. This is someone who who's not emotionally attached here. This is someone who could be, this also gives me that mirror, mirror on the wall energy. You see the face in there, right? The face coming through the smoke. They wanting to be the fairest of them all. Oh my gosh, this is giving me a really misogynistic energy here. Is that good? That's good scratch? Yeah, those are good little nails. This is giving me the energy of somebody who's in a relationship. Like, okay, I'm going to say it from your perspective, okay? You're in a relationship, and there's something, like, really wonderful and special about you. Probably, likely, like, very attractive, but also very sweet and kind. And there's something about you that makes you stand out, okay? And for this other person to be in a relationship with you, whether that's romantic or even if it's friend, whatever it could be, there's probably a tendency based on this energy for it to be leaning more towards the romantic side. This person like to catch that, right? Like to catch that. But then once they have it, God, it's even giving me a little bit of that Princess Diana and Prince Charles energy. Hi. Like she gets all the attention. She gets all the attention. So then he ends up disliking her. Well, I don't know if he really liked her in the first place, but I don't know. Let's get into that. But that whole situation was messed up, honestly, for both of them. But it really is. Like, she's the one who's getting all the attention now. But how is she doing it? She's getting attention by visiting children in hospitals. She's getting attention by being the only person who's hugging children with AIDS. Children who have AIDS. She's, like, trying to change the rules and the laws around landmines. Like, these are nice, good things. She was a Cancer. I'm sure of that. I'm sure Princess Diana was a Cancer. Because she's here. Her archetype is sitting in your energy right now. And this is a partner who wants the attention to be on them. Like, right? Like, it's not recognizing that, well, everyone's like, wow, look what you caught. Isn't she beautiful? Or aren't they handsome? Or whatever. But then this partner, this person, is like, no, I want to be the hero. I'm going to be the hero and I'm going to do things that make me look like a hero. But my motives are not important. What my motives are not important. People criticize the things that I do, but, well, it's because of the intention behind them is being criticized. So they're motivated by the warrior. I want to be the warrior. I want to be stoic and heroic. The lovers. So this is interesting. Why do you have to lay on the cards that I read yet? You know, we're going to need those cards in a minute. And it doesn't matter if I pull out cards just for him to lay on. No, he knows the difference. Like, I don't want those cards. They ain't got no energy. He's laying on the foe right now. He's keeping the foe quiet. This friend's motives are to be, they want to be the hero. They really do. What else to say? They want to be your divine counterpart because you're coming out as the empress, as someone who's been de-empressed and trying to re-empress yourself. And this person wants to be your counterpart. They certainly don't have the energy for it, though, like the Father in the reverse with the Eight of Cups. This person isn't even connected. They're not even invested in it. No? So what their motives are directed towards negative judgment of the physical world, excess spirituality. The Tower, that's you. That's your energy, right? That's you. And there's the tree, right? And why is it? There's the tree. There it is. That's probably, there's the tree. The Tower, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Cups. They don't want you to find another hero. That's just it. I don't know. I really do feel like I'm looking at the energy here of someone who is trying to reclaim the power of who they are. But if you claim that this person that you're attached to or connected to doesn't look heroic, because they're not at the same level as you, really. It also looks like, right, that maybe this person feels criticized for their actions and criticized from a higher power. And like, I'm going to prove to that higher power that I'm the man, or, you know, whatever. There is a sort of a level of misogynistic vibe coming from the friend here. Like, to be strong, for me to be strong, you need to look weak. For me to have power, you need to be powerless. I know that is not like the definition of misogyny, but you know what I'm saying? There's something not right there. Okay, the Seeker, the Networker, and the Healing. Okay, I don't know. This looks to me like a foe who's looking for an answer to an ailment. So thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Where are they going to find the truth? Where's the foe going to find their truth here? I don't know why this person is your foe, but or why they're coming into the reading. They don't even look like they're connected, like they're walking in a completely different direction. They're going that way, their back is to you and the friend. Seeker, what wisdom are they looking for? The Mother of Earth. Wisdom from Earth. This person could literally be looking for a natural remedy to a problem or a health issue that they're having. They could be looking for the truth. Like, if you're a mother, if you're a wife, they could be looking for the truth about you. Why is that your foe? Why are they a foe? Are they spying for the friend? Fuck this energy. Are they spying for a friend? For the friend. The friend is controlling. That's not really a friend. networker. Where are they looking for this information? Other people. This is creepy. The Three of Earth. People they work with, people that you work with. What's the healer energy? Can I have that card back? Wait, why don't you lay on the prostitute? Didn't come out right. Okay, lay on the prostitute. It's like, no, I don't want that card. Okay, passion to serve others by repairing the body mind. It's about this person. It's either about this person or they're looking for the healer. The Seven of Wands. Directed towards. This is either some type of protected information or somebody's trying to protect themselves so they can do some type of healing, and that's who they're directing this towards. I don't know, weird vibe in this whole... Like, in this reading, neither the friend or the foe seem like they're good for you. The Seven of Wands. The Five of Wands. The Sun. And the Air. I think this foe is looking for information about you. If it's not you, who is this? Like, who would they be? Are they looking for information about a mother? Could it be your mother? Their motive here is to get people working with them, to be on board with them. But they may also be networking, like in terms of contacting people from work, school, church. And this is all directed towards, it feels like it's also trying to get to some type of truth that seems guarded here, which is fascinating because you're coming out like the coy rabbit. Somebody's trying to figure out what you're doing and what you're up to. Who's the seeker looking for this information for? The foe. Who are they looking? Who wants this information? The Death card came out. Scorpio. Scorpio wants this information. A Scorpio wants this information? Who is the foe? The Moon, the fears, the nightmares. It could be the mother. Oh my God, what is this? Maybe this is the person's mother. Maybe it's like a mother-in-law or something like that. Wow. Okay, justice is at the bottom, and that's it. Just justice. Wow, this was a long one. Cancer, I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to ask, what is the unexpected coming towards you? What is the unexpected coming towards your friend? And what is the unexpected coming towards your foe? There's two options in the description below for the extended if you would like to follow me there. Thank you so much, Cancers. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.